Welcome back, this RB Sensei. To my die-hard fans, make sure you watch at least until 9 minutes because watch time is the most important factor to this channel growing and being successful. To new watchers, if you like this video at any point, like and comment. Be sure to follow me on Rumble, Discord, or Twitter, links below, because who knows how long they're going to let me stay on the tube. Now let's get into this ridiculous nonsense.
They don't mind coming online embarrassing themselves all the time. Let's get it.
I'm a team player, so I am going to share some common icks of dating in 2025.
What does that got to do with me? What does that got to do with me? I'm 61 years old. I'm fighting for my life.
Dating in 2025. It's trash, by the way. If you're married, just stay married. I think you're gonna be better off if you just stay married. Even if you're unhappy, I just recommend staying married.
You're right. I would love to hear all the reasoning that divorced women would give why they divorced their husband. I'm willing to bet it's not beating and cheating 8 times out of 10. And then even if it is beating and cheating, you know, there's nothing really on the dating market for women over 35, but just hard D and bubblegum. I mean, if they're looking for some excitement, something to spice up their life, I mean, yeah, some new dick will spice up your life for a couple of months. It's going to get old. And you're going to get tired of getting, loads blew on you and then ignored. And now you're back feeling unhappy and unfulfilled, but now you don't have that financial security.
Etc., 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 etc.
The dating pool is trash. 40 plus, trash. Straight downhill. But let's talk about some common icks, okay? Emotional intelligence, right?
Here we go again. Here we go again.
Let me ask you this. Does she look 40 plus? I wouldn't have guessed 40 plus. I would have guessed maybe a bad 35. She is a white woman, of course. You know, they age horribly. But look, man, I see the sleeve there, and it's always a dead giveaway. The trashy sleeve tattoo. Look, we know what type of men she's been getting plowed by since she was 16. Ain't the wholesome good boys. So, ma'am, it's not about the date market sucking at 40 plus. It's been sucking for you since you got in the game, since you hopped off the porch. Because you go after the guys who are the most toxic and the most likely to do you dirty. And you love it. You love the excitement of that. You love the emotional roller coaster of that. Let's be honest, you would be repulsed by a dude who is emotionally intelligent. You'd be like, get this drag out of here. Nothing gets your pussy wetter than an emotionally unavailable, tall, fit, sexy man.
I ain't forgot about that shit. Y'all niggas think I forgot. Nigga, I ain't forgot about none of that shit.
You would think whenever you start getting into the 40 plus club that there'd be some emotional intelligence. No, that's not true. That is not true at all. Not.
Can you stop pointing at me, Karen? Please stop pointing at me. Look, dudes who are swimming in pussy never have to be emotionally intelligent. Get it through your thick fucking skulls.
Not true at all. I dated a guy who literally I felt like I was just banging my head against a wall anytime that there was conflict.
These dudes are trying to play both sides of the fence. They're kind of like, okay, we're not official, but we kind of hooking up, but we hang out, but we watch movies sometimes. And then it's that gray area of we're fucking, but you still have the liberty to, pour your baggage on me or argue with me about your feelings or argue with me about where I'm at. Like, no. These dudes just need to boss up and say, this is just a sex thing. To me, if you're going to do the situationship thing, it needs to be clear, like, just call me when you want to have a good time. We're not friends. Shout out to the dudes who got it like that, where they could just say flat out, we ain't friends. Call me when you want to maybe watch a movie and fuck. Or call me when you want to get a bite to eat, and then after we get a bite to eat, we fuck. We ain't together. Don't call me when you're having problems. Don't call me telling me about how you starting to develop feelings. Like, once you start doing that, I'm cutting you off cold turkey. Shout out to them dudes. But dudes who try to walk the fence, oh my goodness, bro. You might as well buy a prostitute. Because what's the point of having a situationship if you got to deal with all her emotional baggage on top of hitting the scans?
He's out of line, but he's right.
Subscribe now if you like what you heard so far and you want more content from me. It really helps this video and the channel blow up. Thank you.
Second ick, someone that just agrees with everything that you say. Like, I was talking to one guy, and every single time that I would say something, he would agree with it. I don't want someone agreeing with me all the time. I want someone like pushing my buttons and calling me out and challenging my thought process. Like, if I wanted someone to agree with me all the time, I don't know. Like, my kids don't even agree with me all the time.
What?
Yeah.
Man, look at, man, hell no.
So that puts everything kind of in context. This is a 40 plus, tatted up single mother of I don't know how many. So yeah, nobody's trying to take her serious. No respectable man is going to take her serious. No reformed bad boy is even going to take her serious. She is forever in the pump and dump only box. The only men who would take her serious are the men who she want nothing to do with. Like, yeah, the weak, nice guy who gonna agree with everything she say. Or the dude who's just agreeing with everything she say just to hit some skins.
Okay, dating ick part 2. I probably have 1,000 of these because I've gone on several dates over the past 8 months, and it's terrifying. It's so terrifying. Anyways, I know you guys don't want to hear this, but girls really do care about how tall you are. I mean, I do.
Wow. What? Oh my God. Word. This is the topic of your conversation.
That ego, baby, that ego.
If you're a short girl, you can date whoever you want. If you're a tall female, I'm 5'6", 5'7", we have to date taller men.
I hope this camera keep going.
No, we're gonna
This
let
is
the
not
camera keep
true.
rolling.
This is not, doesn't even make sense.
It's cool, baby. It's cool. Only date 6 foot men because you're 5'6" or 5'7". Fine. You're 40-something years old with kids, still on the internet talking about dating. This shit is fucking childish. Too old for all this shit. Look, you've been dating. Okay, you only date 6 feet or above. Okay, cool. You've been dating 6 feet or above since 15. 25 years of dating 6 feet and above, and nothing worked out from it. Because it don't really have anything to do with height. It has something to do with you not being a good woman to a man. You're not a good dating option for any man. You wouldn't make a good spouse to any man. A 5'2" man, a 5'3" man, a 4'11" man, a 50K man, a 30K man, a 20K man. That's the problem. You focusing on the wrong shit. Oh, I'm 5'6" and I gotta date over 6 feet. Now it don't got shit to do with that. And everything to do with what type of person you are on the inside.
You remember that, motherfucker?
Now, this is why I started to get harsh.
And I can see the top of your eyeball, so I can tell you're fucking nuts. And that's definitely the 1,000 cock stare right there. You're looking at it, fellas.
I can't date someone that's 5'6". It's not like, no, I can't do it. So anyways, I met this guy on a dating app. We went to lunch. It said he was like 6'1", and I'm like, perfect. This is great, you know? We go to lunch.
This woman is 40 years old or older with kids. And one of her main concerns when dating is if he's over 6 feet. And she has children she's taking care of. And that's her main concern. How tall this motherfucker is.
Yo, these bops are undefeated. I swear to God, they're undefeated, yo. Just with the stupidity alone.
We go to lunch, and I meet him there, and he's already like inside sitting down. I'm like, that's weird. So I go in, I get to the table. I'm expecting him to stand up and like greet me. He stayed seated. How tall do we think he was? Do you think he was 6'1"? The answer is no. He was not. He was not. He was like my height. He was like 5'6" or 5'7".
I mean, can you imagine if this was your sister or aunt and you just happen to follow her because she family or something? And like, you see this shit popping up on your feed? Like, grow the fuck up. You're embarrassing the family. Of course, guys, don't lie about your height. I get why guys lie about their height, because there's so many men completely locked out of the dating market. Completely locked out. So they just do desperate things to try to get a swipe. You know? But no, bruh. I mean, because I don't understand what the goal is. I mean, I guess the goal is I'm going to lie and say I'm 6'1", but then when she comes on a date, she's going to see how awesome I am on the date, and she's not going to worry about the fact that I'm not 6'1". Why start a relationship off with a lie? Why do you have such low self-esteem that you would want to date a woman who would have dismissed you in person if you met her in person? You know what I mean? I get it, man. I get it. Loneliness is real. But really, this is what you're lying to get?
This is mind-blowing.
Subscribe now if you like what you heard so far and you want more content from me. It really helps this video and the channel blow up. Thank you.
Was it an accident? It wasn't an accident. But anyways, so as we're leaving the restaurant, it gets worse. It gets worse. As we're leaving the restaurant, I get to the door and I expect him to open the door for me. Do you think he opened the door for me? No, he did not open the door.
That crazy bitch out there again.
We can tell that this woman is a cunt just by how she's coming across now. She's coming across like a complete fucking deranged Karen. You know how disappointed she was when she realized that he wasn't 6'1". So you know she was being a bitch to him the whole day. You just know it. She's being a bitch to us and she don't even know us. So yeah, I'm sure he didn't hold the door for you. I'm sure you didn't deserve to have the door held for you. And she's going to have us believe that, oh, maybe if he would have held the door, I would have gave him a second date or something. Bitch, don't nobody want to go on a second date with your trashy ass. But look, she wasn't going to go on a second date with him, and she wouldn't have changed her perspective on him, even if he did hold the door. Let's be clear.
Well, I can't be played. A person trying to play me plays themselves.
I'm standing at the door, like, surely he's going to get the hint. Surely he's going to get the hint. No, he didn't. He didn't get the hint. He never opened the door, so I'm like, well, fuck it. I'm going to have to open this door myself.
Who the fuck are you to, who the fuck are you to?
Imagine being so entitled as a 40-plus single mom on the dating market, where you still think somebody's supposed to treat you like a fucking princess.
Prince Charming is for young, youthful, pretty bitches who know how to be submissive. That's not for you.
Never forget that everyone is a princess.
So I open the door, we leave, he walks me to my car and he's like, I had a really, really great time. Like, we have a very good connection. I'd love to do this again. And I'm like, no, buddy, no, short king. We are not doing this again.
That's my dog show, my dog. That's my dog. That's my dog show.
You shouldn't say that about a woman. Why can't you say women are wrong when they're wrong?
You want to be making moves on the street, have no attachments, allow nothing to be in your life that you cannot walk out on in 30 seconds flat.
Okay, first of all, I didn't miss the red flags. I looked at them and thought, damn, that's sexy. And that's my problem.